Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Ready.
All right, so here we go, early round one. 5 rounds or fewer for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship. And all eyes, of course, are on the 205-pound king. Now we'll see if he can keep it going and get off to a good start tonight. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Looking to land the leg kick now.
Nice right hand.
Oh, how about the power behind that kick from Dominic Reyes? Kicks like a mule, man.
A-level athlete, a former football player, guy that thought he would be in the NFL, but now he finds himself as one of the best performers in the UFC.
Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge in reach. Trying to hammer that lead leg.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chopping the wood with those leg kicks.
And they separate. All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off, DC.
I believe that the jab was lost in mixed martial arts initially, but now it has been found, and it's been found by this young man in this octagon tonight.
Try to establish that jab. Connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Trying to stay in this fight.
That's a big strike right there.
Oh. And just like that, the fight is over.
Performance.
Yeah, there's another one for the highlight reel, and that's probably as good a knockout as he's had in the UFC. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Crowd absolutely loving it. Flush land to close out his opponent. I'm not even sure the other fighter saw it coming, so a big knockout for him here tonight on the biggest of stages. And there he is, the king of the 205ers, the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, and no better way to get the job done than he did tonight by knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has gone stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 7 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
Well, he came in as the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion, and after that result, he goes out the way he came in, and still, ladies and gentlemen, and nice to see this moment now. Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC light heavyweight division title.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we go, early round one. 5 rounds or fewer for the UFC light heavyweight championship. And all eyes, of course, are on the 205-pound king. Now we'll see if he can keep it going and get off to a good start tonight. Good defense to block the strike coming back. Oh! Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh! Oh! That's the break thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. mercies.
Throwing that jab, no good. Nice punch by Uzdemir.
Jab hurt him a little bit. Oh, he's hurt.
He's got him hurt here. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's getting lit up.
Whoa! Back to the feet.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Tries to mix in a takedown here.
He got him.
Well, the octagon, not a great place to be when you're looking for a rest or a stool. His stamina has been a huge issue. Now the uppercuts are coming.
He better start moving. He cannot stand here and eat these uppercuts. Beautiful strike.
And both guys really throwing with authority. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
He is throwing his entire hip into these body shots.
That's a really strong leg kick there by Uzdemir. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Oh, worked hard to get up again, but he looks like he's compromised. Spinning back fist. Didn't see that one coming. Back to the feet. Oh! Uzdemir's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Oh! He's out!
Holy smokes!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, let's re-rack the highlight now, DC, and he's certainly going to enjoy watching this one back. The head kick was there early, it was there often, and ultimately ended the night for his opponent.
He found a weakness in his opponent's game. The left kick, over and over, he was able to land it. And he was landing the strikes, too, with his hands, but ultimately it was the kick that was hidden behind the punch that finished the fight for him.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 57 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
And still UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. Big effort out of him tonight, and he remains the king and the standard upon which all other 205-pounders will be judged.
In the Glamour division.
Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC light heavyweight championship of the world.
Ready.
All right, so here we go, round one. UFC light heavyweight championship is on the line. Capacity crowd on hand. Many of them here to see that man, the 205-pound king. He has successfully defended this title in the past, and now looking to defend the belt again against a #1 contender who is ubiquitously regarded as the #1 guy he will have faced on this championship run. Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, straight right.
Nice kick.
Oh! He's out!
Oh! Woo! Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight. And there he is, the king of the 205ers, the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, and no better way to get the job done than he did tonight by knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 21 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
And still the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, and you want to talk about style points. How about the knockout in defense of his title here tonight? I don't know that I've ever seen that type of reaction out of his corner. They're usually measured and tempered, but they wanted this one in the worst way. They got it, they got the finish, and the celebration is officially on. Congrats to the 205-pound king. Coming up next, a matchup for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go, round one. UFC Light Heavyweight Championship is on. Whoa! As he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about a done.
And just like that, the fight is over.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout, near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous, and again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting him cold before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit, those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight. And there is the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. The celebration continues after the big knockout win to get the job done tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 15 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
And still the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, and you want to talk about style points. How about the knockout in defense of his title here tonight? I don't know that I've ever seen that type of reaction out of his corner.
Okay, kid. One last time into the breach. It's been a long road. The miles are showing. On both of us. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Happens to the very best of them. It's been a privilege working with you all this time. I mean that. And it will also be a privilege coaching you to one last victory inside the octagon. Come on. There we go. All right. Get your head on straight. Soak it in. Ready?
Ready.
Let's give him one more show.
All right, here he is making his way to the octagon and looking to leave as the new UFC light heavyweight champion. He is the #1 ranked 205-pound contender and is finally realizing the title fight here tonight. He believes he has a lot of advantages in this fight. He believes he's the better man. Look at the confidence on his face. No UFC jitters for this man. He is out to prove tonight that this champion is a one-trick pony and that he is the best light heavyweight on the planet. We'll see if he can turn those words into actions here in short order. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion. And despite being at the top of the division right now, this will be his last career UFC fight. I know some fans have said he's walking away too soon. He is doing so with peace of mind. Of course, all of that said, he would like nothing more than to go out on top, to retire with the belt around his waist as the UFC champion. We'll see if he can do it. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight title fight. Jones is 3 years his senior. He is the 6-inch taller party. He will have a 12-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, we go to the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a look-see-do fighter, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 4 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, presenting the challenger, John Bones Jones! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 36 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Mumbai, India, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Warrior.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fight.
The fighters touch gloves.
You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1. His career has been defined by longevity. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
He got him! What a fight!
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout, near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous. And again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting him cold before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit, those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight. And there he is, the king of the 205ers, the UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, and no better way to get the job done than he did tonight by knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata is going to stop to this contest at 7 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, the Warrior.
And new UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. You just heard it there from Bruce Buffer. DC, you have heard those words before yourself. This was the glamour division for a long time, and the champion remains as such.
Because of the great champions of the past in the UFC at 205, the Tito Ortiz's, Randy